Love to Lay You Down, Conway Twitty. It's a really fun song, and Conway's awesome. So this is a lesson for a 4-string or a 3-string. I'll show you how to play either one you want. We are in open G. The low string will be a G. Next string is a D. Next string is another G. And the next string is a B. Alright, we'll go over the chords we're going to play. And it's just a weird song because at the very end of the song he drops down to a lower key and then to another lower key. So I'll show you those changes. But let's see. The first is going to be in the key of D. So 4-string, we can play a D right here. We'll take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string. Ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, and hit the D string open, and all 3 together as a chord. Alright, we're going to play an A chord, and we'll just hold them all down: the low G, the D, the upper G, and the B string on the 2nd fret. An open G, just strum all the strings open. And a lot of these chords are for the 3-string also. You know, the A, you would just be holding down the low G, the D, and the upper G. The D, 3-string, just play it up here on the 7th fret. Hold down the low G string, D string, and the upper G. Let's see, another chord. 4-string, we're going to play an F chord. We're going to take our index finger on the 1st fret on the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string, ring finger on the D string on the 3rd fret. 3-string players, of course, it just like a common E chord for 4-string or 3-string. We'll take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the D string, and your pinky on the 5th fret on the low G, and all 3 of those together as a chord for the 3-string players. We're going to play a C chord. Now, I like playing a C right here, even though I don't have a C root note to anchor on. And I'll show you how I do that. Or you can just, and for the 3-string players, you can just play it on the 5th fret. Either hold them all 4 down or all 3 down. Low G, D, upper G, and or B on the 4th string for your C chord. Now I like playing it down here if you're playing on 4-string. Index finger on the 1st fret on the B string, upper G string open, middle finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, and all 3 of those together. Now that's an E note, and we don't have the C note to root that on. So what I do is just with my thumb, I will just mute the low G and just kind of mute that like just real quietly, so I have something to root it on. That's how I play the C. Let's see. We're gonna play a B flat, and we'll just hold them all down, 4 string or 3 string. Just hold them all down on the 3rd fret. 3 or 4 string, it don't matter. Hold all the ones down on the 3 string and all of them down on the 4 string. 3rd fret. We're going to play an E flat, and the way I play an E flat is I'm going to basically I'll just, for the 4 string players, my index finger, I'm going to bar all the strings on the 3rd fret, low G, the D, the upper G, and the B, and then I'm going to my middle finger, I'm going to fret the B string on the 4th fret. My ring finger, I'm going to have that on the D string on the 5th fret. And for the 3 string players, you can play it like just you take your index finger. It's hard chord to find on the internet for a 3 string. I'm going to show you right here. I had to figure this out actually earlier. It took me a minute, but an E flat for a 3 string would be your index finger on the 1st fret on the D string, your ring or your pinky on the low G string on the 3rd fret, and hit the upper G open. I think that's all of the chords. If I forget one, I'll show you when I get there. Basically, to start the song out, there's a little intro, and there's a couple of different ways to play it, depending on how adventurous you are. But I'm just going to start out with the 3 string for the 3 string players. We're going to come up to this D chord on the 7th fret. We're going to hold down the low G, the D, and the upper G, and we're just going to base our picking pattern on some downstrokes. We're just going to strike the D note. But what we're going to do for the intro for the 3 string players, we're going to strike that D once, just like that. And then we're going to, on the D string, from the, you can just keep it all barred down if you want to. We're going to, from the D string on the 7th fret, we're going to hammer on up to the 9th fret on the D string, and then we're going to strike the upper G string on the 7th fret one time. So slowly the whole thing would be, and just repeat that 2 times. And then do the D again. Now we're going to come down to the low G string. On the we're going to walk it down from the 5th fret, 4th fret, and then the 2nd fret on that A note, and then strike the D string open. Well, actually, for the 3 string players, you just strike it open, or you can strike this to make it sound more full. You can strike this little 2-note chord right here. Take your index finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string, and then strike the D string open with that. Just a good old rock and roll chord, you know. make it sound more full, or you can just hit the D string open. The 4-string players, you can hit that D chord. It makes it sound a lot more full. But again, for the 3-string players, for the intro, real slowly. Either way. Okay, for the 4-string players, there's a couple of ways you can play it. When I'm real good and warmed up, you know, you can do the little hammer-on thing you hear in the song. Without that A string on a 6-string, though, we're kind of limited to how we got to do this. So, if you just want to be easy about it, you can play that D chord right there. But instead of holding your fingers on it like I showed you, substitute for your index finger, substitute your middle finger for that one, the upper G on the 2nd fret. And we're going to take we'll take our index finger and just strike that A note like this. So it'll be like, and we're going to hit the D again, and we're going to do the same thing I just showed for the 3-string players, but I hit that full D chord, and I go back to placing my fingers like I originally showed you. I just do the middle finger right there for that part, so I can root that right there. That's how I figured this out. So, you know, again, slowly strike the D note open, and then the other 2 notes in that D chord. Index finger, strike the A note on the 2nd fret. Strike the D again, then start over. But again, do it 2 times, only 2 times for the actual song. So do the D again, and then, so I'll play that slowly all the way through. And that's how you would do the song. They're doing a little hammer on there, but you can do that if you want to hammer on from the 2nd fret up to the 5th fret. You do it that way if you want to. If you want to add a little more flavor to it, you can just play that D chord the regular way, and then hammer on from the 2nd fret on the upper G string to the 4th fret on the upper G string, and then middle finger strike the D string on the 3rd fret. Now, I figured out a bunch of different little ways to play this, but alright, we do that 4 times. So again, I'm just going to play the easy way. Let it ring out for a second. Okay, we're going to go into the verse and chorus is pretty much almost the same, except for in the chorus we're going to add 2 more parts to this opening riff. But yeah, the verse, we're just going to keep a steady rhythm, like we're going to strike that D string open and then the other 2, or you can strike them all 3, but we're going to go we're going to keep our root and bass notes on that open D. And we're going to do that 8 times. And the best way to count is just count each time you hit that open D, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. to do the same rhythm pattern. We're going to go to that A chord 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do an open G 2 times. 1, 2, and then back to that D. We're going to do that once, and then I kind of strum it. And then go right back into the verse. Okay, I'm going to play that slowly all the way through that. Just start out with the D. Just remember, ride the little root note on all the chords. You go to the A. Make sure you just ride that root note. So, here we go. Into it 8 times, go to the A, the G, and then back to the D. Now right here we're going to just stop on the D and let it ring, because we're about to go into the chorus. Okay, the verse for the 3-string players, oh my god, let me see if I remember that. Yeah, you just play it up here on this D, just ride that D. I'm going to try not to hit the B string when I'm playing it for the 3-string players, but you're just again, count 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop down to the A 4 times. Open G. Twice, and then back to the D. And then go right back into the rest of the verse. Okay, now the chorus. Okay, 3-string players, if you're up here, 4-string, whatever. We're going to stop on that D. Okay, now we're going to go into the chorus. It's the same as the verse. Play the entire first part of the chorus just like the verse. 8 times on the D. 4 to the A. 2 G. Back to the D. Now go right back into it. Now this part, we're going to play that D 10 times instead of 8. So just add 2. You count out your 8, just add 2 more. And we go back to the A 2 times this time. And back to the D. We don't go to that G anymore. We do away with the G with the extra 2 from the D. Yeah, the chorus is the same. Just play the first part just like the chorus. 8 times on the D. 4 times on the A. 2 on the G. And back to the D. Now the second part, do it 10 times. 2 times to the A. And back to the D. Now he goes right back into the next verse. Same as the first verse. He does another chorus. Same as the first chorus. So, you know, I'm not going to show, I'm going to play through this slowly here in a moment, but, you know, I'm not going to show you how to do that again. But at the end of the second chorus, going back into the third verse, if I remember right, it's something about our eyes in December is something. Anyway, what we do right there, it gets kind of slow, the song slows down. And what we're going to do, we're just going to hit that D chord. We're going to let it ring out. We're going to strike it again. Then we're just going to strike that A one time. The G. And back to the D. Just let it ring out. And then the second part of the verse, it just goes back into the... Whoops. Just like it would normally. But remember, after the second chorus, it goes to the third verse, you just hear the chords. Strike the D again, to the A, G, then it picks right up for the rest of that verse. So you're basically same chords as in the verse, just strike them once and you'll hear it. You'll be fully in tune with the song if you play along with it. So yeah. Okay, now after that chorus, he drops down a key. We're going to go to the key of C. So the C chord I showed you, or you can play it here wherever you want to play it. He's going to drop down. We're going to go, now there's no more verses. He does 2 more choruses. The last chorus drops down to B. So he's smooth about it too. If you've heard the song, man, he's good. So yeah, just like we're going to strum this the same as the other chorus, except we're going to start, instead of start out in D, going to A, and then to G, then back to D, then D, back to A, and then back to D. We're going to go from C to open G to this F, back to the C. So just like the regular chorus, it's just like the verse. So we're just going to do it on the C. Go 8 times. Go to the G 4 times. To the F 2 times. Back to the C. And then start over. And again, when you start over, just like before, do the 10 on there, then go to 2, open G, back to the C. Just like the other one, same amount of times, you're just playing different chords. Now, when you stop on the C, he's going to go even lower to B. So we're going to go to B flat. Okay? Right there. We're going to go to that F, to that E flat, and then back to the B. And for the 3-string players, this is where, for the 3-string players, the C part, you just play that at the regular C up here. Same amount of times, 8, 4, 2, back to the bass chord, and then 10, 2, and then back. So you go from the C, open G, just hit them all open, to the F, back to the C. I think I showed the 3-string players the F. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so for 3-string, you just go from the C right here to the open G to that F, then back to the C. Start out again in the C. Go to the do the C 10 times this time. Then just to the G. Then back to the C. Okay. Onto the B part. For the 4-string players, I just hold down this B right here 8 times. Go to the F 4 times, and then to that E flat 2 times, and then back to the B. Now do it 10 times, and then 4 times. Oh no, do it 10 times, and and then to the F 2 times, and then to the. And to be honest, just finish that out right there, because on the actual song, when he goes to the drops down to the B, you only get the first part of the chorus, because when he goes back to the B and starts doing it for the 10 times, the song just starts fading out, and you don't even get to hear the end part of that, the part B where he goes to B. So again, I'm going to play through all these sections slowly. What I showed you, the very beginning. Play it either one of those. You go back and look at the ways I showed you. You can play it, but you know, for the 3-string players, okay, do it just like that. All right. All the way through the verse. They're going to the chorus. So you do that, yeah, 2 times, and then he goes into the part where it quietens down, and they just do the. Then they finish the verse. Do another chorus, and then right after that chorus they do 2 more choruses, first one being in the C, so you know, if you want to play along with the actual song, you know, you'll probably want to do those 2 lower parts. If you're just jamming out with friends, hey, if you want to do it, cool. If not, just play it in the D. No one's going to know, really, and you know, unless they're really familiar with the song. This is an awesome song. I hope y'all enjoy this one. I'll get back soon with another one, and thanks for watching.